In today's junk journal with me, I'm going to be doing the prompt of grungy for junk journal January. Hey, it's Meg, welcome back to my channel. So this prompt is one that's actually a lot out of my comfort zone, I'd say. I don't think I do anything that really touches on the grungy style, and it's one that I see a lot around, especially with junk journals, and so that's why I thought it would be a fun prompt to include. But like I say, it's not something that I tend to gravitate towards, so this is my attempt at trying to channel some grungy vibes. It's probably not going to be the grungiest page you've ever seen in your life, but as you'll see as we go on, I've kind of tried to pick out the things that I think might be grungy but are still within my style, if that makes sense. So I've picked out, first of all, some different papers that have a bit of a aged effect, and that's my kind of way of including things that feel a little bit more grungy. So with the colour schemes, I've really tried to stick to more like browns and neutrals, which I do like to work with, but just leaning more into that brown and not being afraid for things to have that grungy effect. So not worrying too much about things being perfect on this page. And I think it's definitely fun to work with prompts where you feel a little bit out of your comfort zone, because this is probably one where I might have skipped it. Like if you look at a prompt and you think, not really sure that that's my vibe, you might just skip it, which of course is fine. But I'd encourage you to, like, if you're like me and you're also not really like a grungy person, try and use it as a way of just having a bit of experimenting and, pushing yourself to see how you can create something, or, what your creativity can come up with, because there might be a way where you can sort of look at certain aspects of a grungy style and just cherry pick the ones that suit your personal style. So what I did actually before I started this spread is I just went on Pinterest and I just typed in, like, grungy journals, etc., etc., and I just had a look at the kind of look and feel that was coming back, just to kind of inspire me to see, okay, what kind of things might I want to do. So, I made sure I had those aged book pages and the different colors, and I also came in with some graphite tint, I think it's called. It's a Derwent pencil. It's a graphite tint, I think. I'm struggling to say that. You'll see it in a minute, but with my mark making, and it's in the color sage, so it's like a brown kind of color, and it really kind of makes it a little bit grungy, but it's definitely something that's within the sorts of things that I like to do, but it's like Meg's style, but make it grungy, essentially. So there's nothing like super out of the ordinary with this page, but it was still fun to have the prompt as a way to just have that stepping stone. And I think that's the way that I've been enjoying using these prompts. As you'll see, some of them aren't super literal or in your face interpretations of the prompts, but they're just there to get me started, and that's the way that I'm enjoying working with them. And I'm able to then show up every day and just have a go and see what I can create in my journal. From going back in the pages of this journal, I decided to use the sideways text that I'd done on a previous page. I think it was day 8, and I really liked the effect that this gave. It was nice and bold, and it was just enough for this page. But of course, I couldn't resist adding a floral element to this as well. So I added that on the right hand side of the page, and I didn't bother to fussy cut it either. I just had it as a rectangular cutout, and I think that was all that this page needed to finish it off. So that is everything that I created for the prompt of grungy. I'd love to know in the comments how you got on with this prompt. Thank you so much for journaling along with me. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.